Good afternoon. So here we are in the dyno today. I just thought I'd run over the latest conversion that we've done here at danST Engineering. What we've got here is a lovely example of a Mark II Golf GTI 16 valve. Lovely looking car, great example. It's actually a staff car, this one, so we've been just swapping it over onto the bike carbs from the standard management. It wasn't a very good starter. He had issues with starting and general problems with the old metering unit and that sort of thing, so he's decided to put it on bike carbs. So I just thought I'd run over the conversion. Nice and simple stuff, really. We've kept the standard EFI fuel pump, so we've fitted our own regulator there. That's an EFI to carburetor regulator. That means that it brings the pressure down from 45 psi down to the 3 psi that's required for the bike carbs. Dead simple. We've mounted it off the original bracket where the old metering unit went. Obviously we've done away with all the metering unit that was there, and all the big inlet manifolds come off, and we're left with a nice simple install. We've got our manifold there, obviously. Set of ZX6 mk2 carburetors. We've done a custom length trumpet on this one. We've done 35mm because of the bonnet clearance to get the 503 filter over it. The 504 filter would have been a little bit too big, and the 50mm trumpets would have gone under that, but like I say, a bit too big and was just going to catch the bonnet. So to avoid any rubbing, we've done that and gone with a 503 filter. As you can see, we've got the dipstick poking through there. They're a little bit tight on these, and we've had to fit our coolant, you won't see it, but our coolant connection in the middle there, that brings the connection more into the middle. Anybody familiar with these engines will know what I'm talking about. It kicks over to one side as standard and fouls with the carburetors, so we fitted our coolant connection and just rerouted that radiator pipe slightly, and as you can see, it fits nicely. 500 filter plate clearing it properly. We've routed the breather, block breather, just into the side of the air filter plate there using the original piping. Brake servo connection there on the side of the manifold, as you can see, just running round to the original pipe work there. We've retained the standard distributor and standard management, basically just to run the ignition, so we're still getting ignition advance, and that's working as it should. The distributor can be swung to give a bit more or a bit less advance if we need it. And that is about it as far as the conversion goes. Like, as we can see, it is nice and simple. It's made the engine bay look a lot cleaner, a lot less stuff in there. We've had it started, we've had it running. I just wanted to show how good it was at starting, really, as a starting point. So if I just come around here, there's currently no choke fitted to this vehicle, so we do need a little bit of throttle to start it. But that is from cold, so we're going to give it a start. A little bit of throttle, just warm it up. That is exactly how it started on first start. So we think it's pretty good. Like I say, there's no choke connected. If we had the choke actually connected, it would be even better. As you can hear, it's chugging a little bit just because it's cold. That'll soon pick up. There we go, happily idling on its own after less than a minute with no choke. Not bad, really, considering standard idle jet, 2.5 turns out on the idle screws. We have rejetted it for the car, obviously, for the car engine, so we've got 140 main jets in there at the moment on this one, and we'll let it warm up and then we'll see how it's doing on the dyno. have it, 151 horsepower from the 1.8 16 valve. Nice result. I'm just going to show you the overlay from the before run. So there we go. So that's the gains from fitting bike carbs to this engine. So we've gained 11, 12 brake horsepower at the top end, which doesn't sound that fantastic on its own, but if you look, so the blue line's the torque, the red line is the power. As you can see, that gain is right the way through the rev range. So we've got about 15 foot-pounds of torque at the lower end, all the way along. It's just generally a nice increase. It also seems to want to rev a bit harder as well. So a good result overall.